Hi everyone, I am Asha and welcome to my presentation on creativity. I will be exploring how I understand creativity, how I apply it in my own life, and how I continue to grow as a creative thinker. I have divided my presentation into three parts: creativity in practice, creativity theory, and personal reflection. Let's jump to the first part. As for the creativity in practice, I created a movie inspired from my life and it's titled as A Fool's Ambition. You guys can see the poster here and let's talk about the movie plot. This story follows my journey as a young Sri Lankan who dreams to become a politician who can reshape his country's future. But there is one problem. The main character, which is me, he is shy and not naturally good with people. That makes his dream sounds almost impossible. That's why I also choose this title, which is A Fool's Ambition, because I believe if you want to dream this big, you have to be a fool. Okay, again back to the movie plot. He has built necessary knowledge, but knowledge alone isn't enough for this type of career. The movie explores his inner struggle. However, through failure, self-doubt, and persistence, he slowly grows and finds his voice. At the end, the main character becomes a successful politician. Reflecting on this story, I turn my weakness into a narrative of transformation. For me, that also creativity, which means seeing potential where others only see limitations. And for this presentation, I used the LinkedIn template create a professional profile that highlights my studies in business and accounting, as well as my experience in businesses. It helped me reflect on my strengths like teamwork and problem solving and understand how to present myself for future career opportunities. And the next part, let's talk about Kaufman and Begretto's forcing model of creativity and its applications. As the first type, Ministry creativity is about learning and discovering new ideas in a personally meaningful way. For me, this happened during my diploma studies when I first started learning Excel for data analysis. At the beginning, I really struggled with formulas and charts, but through practice, I began finding my own shortcuts and methods to make reports clear. It may seem simple to others, but for me, it was a small personal breakthrough. Next, the literacy creativity is about everyday problem solving and finding better ways to do things. As an example of this, at my parents' business, I reorganized the warehouse labeling system. I introduced a color coded method that made the process easy. It wasn't a big invention, but it made the real difference in daily work. For prosy creativity, it is professional level creativity that comes from years of learning, practice, and innovation. Right now, I'm developing mine by studying accounting and aiming to becoming an economist and business analyst. I'm building skills such as Python and Excel automation to solve business problems creatively. I wish to apply what I learn in real world settings through internships and projects so I can grow into a professional creative thinker. Pixie creativity represents the kind of creativity that changes entire fields or industries. To me, Nouriel Roubini represents the Big C creativity. He's an influential economist well known for predicting the 2008 global financial crisis and for connecting complex economic patterns to real world financial risks. For my think time task, I chose the topic how to maximize profit in small and medium enterprises. My motivation came from my family's business background and my future career goals. I have seen SMEs challenges, so I wanted to understand how to overcome those challenges. Through this drop topic, I hope to learn how to improve efficiency, reduce costs, and use technology and data analytics to increase profitability in real life business situations. As the final part of the video, let's talk about the thinking styles and creativity. I discovered that my main thinking style is the doer, which means I learn best through action and hands on problem solving. My creative type is regenerated, someone who enjoys improving and renewing existing ideas rather than starting from the beginning. This made me realize that I'm good at turning ideas into results and refining plans within a team. Understanding my style helps me balance creativity with practical action, which is really useful when working on group projects or real business challenges. Through these activities, I realized that creativity isn't limited to art or design. It can appear in everyday problem solving and professional innovations too. Understanding my thinking and creative styles helped me recognize my unique creative form. And finally, regarding the delivery method, I choose PowerPoint for this presentation because it allows me to communicate my thoughts clearly with visuals and a structured flow. And this is the end of my video. Thank you.